Hi friends, it's Fluffy Toad. So I've been working on this Earth Drencher build for a little bit now, and unfortunately it's a little squishy, but I've made changes to that since then. If you're interested in seeing the changes, I'll be putting the modules on the screen in a second. I'll also be showing which components I'm going to be using, the weapon, my weapon modules, and then I'll be showing you the swamp monster. So first off, here's my reactor. It's not that great. I'm making sure that we have very high defense. We take a lot of damage, so we want to have really high defense on our components. My weapon isn't all that great, but we mainly want firearm attack, and weak point damage. Here's my Descendant modules. You'll notice that it's completely different from the first Earth Drencher build. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the run. So the first thing I'm going to do spawning in is I'm going to be grabbing ammo because you don't start off with full ammo. This just makes it so I don't have to run back and forth as many times. Sometimes the little ads don't spawn ammos, and it's really annoying. So having full ammo is super important. So when the boss spawns, I'm going to be throwing down my bubble bullet so that I can get the buff up, and then I also have stacks underneath the boss starting to get rolling. I'm going to then shoot the weak points on the boss. Once they turn yellow, I'm going to try to grapple to them to be able to break them. If you break them, it'll stun the boss. That'll let us put all of our dots down, and it'll make us do super damage. This also lets us skip the immunity phase, but as you see here, in a couple of seconds, I'm going to kill the core, and he's going to do the immunity anyways. Right here, I kill the core, and then not even a second later, he does the immunity. Super annoying. You have to run around his legs, which is a big pain, especially since this guy just sits in the goop the entire time. Whenever he's doing this ability, I'm going to be using my cleanup just for the 50% DR. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get one shot to it. This build is super squishy, so we want to be making sure that we're using cleanup as a defensive rather than purely for DPS. As you can see right now, I'm going to die in the puddle because I ran into the puddle for some reason. I think I was trying to get an HP orb, but it is what it is. So as we're running back, I'm just going to make sure that I keep all of my dots underneath the boss. My skills are going to be the highest DPS out of all everything I'm doing here, not my weapon. So just make sure that you're using your abilities on cooldown. So right here, we're about to poise break the boss and make him fall down. We're going to make sure that we put all of our dot abilities underneath him, and we're just going to do insane damage. And that's how I was able to kill the boss in a minute and 38 seconds. So overall, I did 106k DPS, and my skills are going to be the biggest contributor to this damage. I'm going to open up the screen right now, and I'll be able to show you what I did. As you can see right here, my firearm damage was only 4 million, but my skill damage was 7 million, which is really insane. Alright, I have a Google Doc in my Discord, and it goes through this build, and it also goes through another build called Title Surfer that I've been building, and I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.